What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in once again. This week we are going to do another Women in Nerdom. This is Women in Nerdom 2. I want to apologize for not having any images ready or sending that invite out last minute, but I was busy this week. I'm trying. And once again, my co-host, Big Swerve.
That's right. Bringing the weekly geekery to you.
Yes, sir. He's Herb, you may not know this, but it's good that Swerve's here because he's a fucking monster with the ladies. So
Latino time. Latino time. Latino time. I'm
All
playing
right,
the stereotype.
and once again, we have Ivan.
What's up?
Okay, all right. That was a great intro for yourself. I like it. Simple.
Simple.
Nice and clean. It's like taking the Band-Aid off all at once.
Oh man,
I like it. I like it.
I'm here with a hangover, so don't expect too much from me today.
All right. Okay.
But
Hey,
I'm trying to drink it away. So
that's how you got to do it. You got to bite the dog that bit you.
The first drink.
Boom.
This is the hardest one, but this is the one that does you the best, right?
I hear you, man. Hey, what do you guys think, man? Check out the new specs. What do you think?
They look nice.
Yeah,
Pretty nice. Yeah.
Glasses are everything to a nerd. I just want to point that out.
I didn't.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be getting my pair pretty soon. You gotta have a pair,
man.
But they gotta work, man. They can't just be. They can't be BCGs, standard issue BCGs. No, can't be that.
Oh man, I remember when you had those when you were in the Air Force.
What the fuck
BCG.
is a BCG, dude?
Birth control glasses.
Holy shit.
God.
Yes.
Dude, these glasses, you have got to find a picture of these fucking glasses that issue in the fucking military. Holy crap.
Those are like the glasses you start fires with, right?
Oh my God.
Heck yeah.
You cannot, like, I don't know how like, you have to be the smoothest motherfucker to get laid wearing one. Like, seriously, dude. I think Brad Pitt would have a problem picking up bitches with those things on, dude.
God damn.
They're
Oh
awful.
yeah, dude. That's what they call BCGs.
Like, God damn, dude. Like,
all right, people, drop a comment. Let me know what you think of these glasses. Maybe I'll go back to my black thick frames, but all in all, you guys approve?
Yes. Oh no, we approve.
Cool, man. Awesome sauce. All right, man. Let's do it. Herb, kick it off.
All right, so let's start with the list. Of course, you're always gonna have the big obviouses.
Well, and let me clarify. Last week we did because it's Women's History Month. So last week we did women characters in nerdom, and then today we're doing women in nerdom, like authors,
the authors, the creators, the ladies who make our sci-fi and fantasy and comic book worlds go all around.
And some of these are reality, just like straight up, like real life nerds that actually made the world go round.
Oh yeah. So let's go ahead and hit that list, my friends. I know I've got a few.
Do it.
All right, let's start with the classic. Of course, for me, Mary Shelley. Let's just lay it on there. Mary Shelley, she wrote Frankenstein.
Yeah.
And that's where it starts. That is the birthplace. That is the start of science fiction writing right there. She wrote that, I do believe, in 1817. And she wrote that while she was still a teenager, mind you.
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
Yeah.
You know, and it was
for anyone that's ever actually
and I was going to
Mary,
ask that, man. I wish we had No, go ahead, man.
Go ahead.
You're
No,
freezing.
go ahead.
Are you guys freezing up?
Go ahead.
No, I'm not freezing up. I never freeze up.
Your
No, I was saying like you look at
turn.
anyone who's ever read like sci-fi, anyone who's ever read Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, it's a far different book than what we normally think of when we think of Frankenstein. We're thinking of the big, square-headed flat top dude going "Rrr, rrr." Just "Rrr. Let me take little girl and throw her in the lake. See if she floats
It's
like the flowers.
alive.
It's alive.
It's alive.
The monster in that novel, and by the way, Frankenstein is the scientist. The Frankenstein, the monster we know, that's not Frankenstein. That's Frankenstein's monster. Just to clarify.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was just referred to as the monster.
That's the monster.
I'm not gonna lie,
Frankenstein.
like that's one of my biggest nerve peeves is when people say Frankenstein. I'm like,
Yeah.
like
oh,
I
look,
just
it's
I
Frankenstein.
don't want to
No.
be that guy, but I'm just like, actually, that's the
That's
never
the
mind. All
monster.
right, cool. Yeah, it's Frankenstein.
That's the monster. All right. So she wrote that when she was a teenager, 18, 17. As a teenager. I'm sure the parents were probably, oh, wow. Yes, our daughter has issues, but she can pen a really good story.
Hey, man,
There's
look, I'm gonna have to deviate. I'm gonna have to deviate here off the topic because that I've talked about that a lot, man. Like the first motherfucker that breaks the mold is always the fucking weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me one. You tell people you're recording and they're in the background screaming, dude. But anyway, yeah, man, the first one's the weirdo. Dude, like Irv makes a really good point. Like imagine being like think back to
dude, you're cutting off.
what is this? 18,
You're breaking
17?
off. Nelson, you're breaking off, dude. Yeah,
Am I?
You're breaking up.
Oh, I don't know why. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. But it skips. It bounce every now and then.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead. Yeah, I can hear you perfectly fine. You have technical issues.
Ivan.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Can you
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. You just keep freezing up a little bit.
Yeah. Keeps bouncing up like a freeze and it skips ahead. So just check on your connection, my friend. Like right now, I just did it.
I don't know.
Like right now, I just did it. It just froze.
I don't know, man.
Right. Which also, speaking of going into the good old-fashioned 19th century, that brings in my other favorite, Madame Curie, or Anna Curie, but we all call her the Madame Curie. She discovered radioactivity. Radioactivity. She discovered radioactivity. She built, along with her husband, she helped build the first mobile X-ray device that was used in World War One. She basically, her genius is so far that they have Madame Curie museums while she was still alive. They built museums to her name, and they love to showcase stuff. Anytime you watch a period film or a period movie, whether it's Bram Stoker's Dracula or any of those, you watch any of those period films, Madame Curie will get a mention. She will get a mention in there. I mean Madame Curie, man, the Madame. Yeah, she was a stud. I mean, it's not enough to say that she was just a smart chick. Like she was influential. Like
I'm gonna be right back. I'm having audio issues.
All right.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Oh yeah,
I'm having issues.
Yeah. So, like I said, she's definitely the influencer, the madam herself. All right, she's madam of science, and of course, you've got let's see, For modern ones, you have Ursula K. Le Guin. Now, Ursula K. Le Guin was a sci-fi writer. Now, for those of you who don't normally read sci-fi, she's famous for the Earth Sea anthology books. Basically, that set the standard for modern, dragons and wizards type style of fantasy writing. Yeah, so she's the female equivalent of J.R. Tolkien, and there's entire websites that are set up where authors, modern day authors like J.K. Rowling, who wrote the Harry Potter books, speak greatly about her influence on their work. By the way, that's another one.
Yeah,
that's another one in
another
fantasy.
Man.
J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, you got it. Joanne, you got to throw her in there. Her parents were actually like nerds too. Like her mom was some like science technician, and then her dad was an aircraft engineer for Rolls-Royce. So like, you know what I mean? So, like the whole family was what. Nelson, we can't hear a word you're saying. You're on mute. Nelson, you're on mute.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, there you go.
No, so
who was this? I'm sorry, I came in.
J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling.
Oh, okay.
Harry Potter, man.
So yeah, that's a good one, man. I wouldn't have even thought of that. I watched a movie about her not long ago, and they could have taken some like Hollywood, liberties with it, but from what I saw, she was like having flop after flop before she came out with Harry Potter, and then it just became like this, string of success after success.
They were page turners. I mean, you never had so many adults read children's books.
Look, I never been into Harry Potter, but I mean, she definitely deserves to be on the list because not only did she's speaks to the geek world, but the fucking people she was writing about, these kids were all fucking nerds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she is perfect, like, to be on this list. Absolutely.
All right. My next big one is Margaret Atwood. Famous for writing, y'all ready for this? 1986, The Handmaid's Tale. That's right. That nice big old series we're all watching on stream, Handmaid's Tale. That's the author.
I've never seen it. How is it? Is it good?
Oh yeah, it's a good series. Really, really, really dystopian and dark. Of course, the in Handmaid's Tale, not to give anything away, but in Handmaid's Tale, that society is only in America. The reason like all the women are trying to escape their way to Canada because Canada wouldn't do anything like that. I'm gonna go off a little subject here. What's
the premise of the show? Because I've seen like trailers and reviews.
It
doesn't look interesting at all to me. Like I just haven't given it a chance because it doesn't call for me when I watch like a trailer, but people give it such praises that I've probably watched the trailer like, hey, maybe I'm missing something, but people have given it so many praises that I've wanted to give it a shot, but I get turned off when I watch the trailers. I'm like, that doesn't look interesting to me.
Well, yeah. Again, that's just the trailers, man. It's a good book. Let's just start there. It was a good book. They make you read it, later in high school, early college, it'll come up. But Handmaid's Tale, yeah, definitely. Basically, people stop giving birth, and what ends up happening is because people are just not giving birth. Certain classes of women, they basically structured to survive society. They basically structured where certain women, their entire purpose is just to sit there and act as breeders for the future society, like a cow. And they're oppressed, they're everything else. And so there's an underground movement to go ahead, and break away from all of that. Basically a liberation movement. things start getting violent really quick. Yeah, and there's a lot of politics and dynamics at play, especially in the series. And of course, it takes place in the U.S. It doesn't take place anywhere else. The show makes a stress at that point. A lot of the women that are that can breed are trying to escape to Canada, like an underground railroad, basically, because they're not doing that anywhere else. And that's just I was going to go off on a tangent. For anyone, there's a certain type of sci-fi for all our listeners here called cyberpunk. You've probably heard the term mentioned a lot, whether it's with the new Blade Runner 2040 and all that. Cyberpunk keeps getting brought up, but the video game Cyberpunk 2077. To explain why that all is coming up, it's cyberpunk was a very dystopian, future where people use cybernetics and everybody's into like everything's run by computers. It's like really dark and dingy. The reason you hear that about a lot is because there are certain cyberpunk acted as a warning. The cyberpunk genre does have a hidden warning in it about corporations basically taking over as the new government. Government being nothing more than the puppets of billionaires, and it's through them that they write the laws to benefit the billionaires. The middle class doesn't exist, and that's where the whole dystopian thing comes into all these, and they all share one funny thing. Not to sound dire, but they all share one thing. It's in the U.S. that will lead the first collapse. Around the year, they all predict that around the year 2021, you'll witness in the whole world. Yeah, in all cyberpunk genre, they always depict. They all have one common thing: the corporations take over, but they migrate to two countries. Their leaders migrate to two countries. They migrate not to countries, two regions: Europe and Asia. Because they take over as the economic powerhouses, since they trade with each other, and the U.S. falls apart. It's a third world country. It's always the U.S. is always depicted as third world country with a massively overblown military, kind of like the Soviet Union. Basically,
I mean, we should probably get Asia and Europe in check, just in case.
Well, the reason that's happening, and again, not to deviate, but the reason that's happening is because we failed to make a.
Should just put our thumb on them, just to.
No, it'll never happen.
Let them know.
Too much money, baby, too much money. But anyway, yeah, I digress. That's the warning. So whatever you see, like Handmaid's Tale,
maybe we'll become like mercenaries or something.
Well, that's a way to make money. Blackwater, Reach.
Yeah, El Salvador.
Oh, whoa. Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. Whoa. Anyway. I'm sorry. Let's get back to nerd stuff.
Yeah, let's get back to nerd stuff. Okay, so yeah,
that was pretty nerdy, even though it was like not what that was. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Like that's
it's the cybernetics is all about that. There was a movie that came out a few years ago that I always wanted to see, but haven't been able to see it. It's this movie about these guys that are basically repo men for body parts.
Is that called Repo Man?
That's called Repo Man.
Yeah. Oh my God, I want to see that, because in that one, it's making the stuff about the health industry and again cybernetics. You pay through the nose to get a life-saving device, but if you don't make the payment, they come to collect. That's vicious. I think that might be too rough for the general audience to swallow, but
check it out.
Look where we are right now.
No, man, that's our job here at Nerdology 101. We bring you in with mainstream stuff, and then we kind of put you on to all this nerd shit that you might be interested in.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the nerd sci-fi in general. They do touch on topics, and the best sci-fi is always prophetic in one way or another. Don't take it literally. Just it'll give you an idea of where things can go wrong. So yeah, the cyberpunk's becoming popular all over again because
I wasn't a big fan of the the new Blade Runner. Blade Runner. What is it?
Yeah, I wasn't either.
I liked it.
I was really disappointed, and I thought it had a good cast, so I'm really excited to see it. And it took me. You know what? I don't think I ever finished watching it. I probably put it on about 5-6 times, fell asleep every single time. And
Yeah, it's the same thing. I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna say this out loud. I'm gonna commit a sin. I'm gonna commit a sin.
That
The
you
first
like
Blade Runner
you
wasn't
like
that exciting.
Transformers?
No, the first Blade Runner really wasn't that exciting either.
oh my god,
What?
I was avoiding saying that but I've never made it through the first one either. But I was avoiding saying that just because it's such a classic.
Look,
and
here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
Can I
It's
say
the
hold on.
we probably lost our 5 followers, dude.
We all
We
3
lost all 5
subscribers
followers,
just
okay?
unsubscribed.
Now
but
I am
here's
not
the
without
thing.
controversy.
Look, here's the thing about that movie, dude, is it was done in an era where movies were like very slow pace. Like there was a lot of that was just the style of movie, dude. It was like things were just quiet. You had these 5-minute quiet scenes. And I think back then it was artsy to kind of give you time to process everything that had happened. But you go back to a lot of classics are like that, man. What's the Taxi Driver?
Yeah.
With Robert De Niro. What's the other one? The bank robber one with Al Pacino?
Dog Day Afternoon.
Dog Day Afternoon. All those movies had this really slow
build.
pace. Yeah. Dude, it just took forever to get to the fucking point. So, I mean, I agree with Ivan, but at the same time, it's like, that's what movies were back then.
Yeah, that's what movies were back then. I think with what makes Blade Runner or Blade Runner a classic is the concepts that it introduced. I think those concepts were touched brilliantly in Blade Runner 2040. Forget the story. It was touched brilliantly in Blade Runner 2040. The scene where they let out God, who is that dude's name? Who runs the band 30 Seconds to Mars? Actor.
Yeah. Jared Leto.
Yeah, Jared Leto.
Hey, that's my dog.
His character, who's the CEO of that company. They let out the first created, they let out this beautiful. They dropped this product on there, like giving birth to it. She's one of those. She's a synthetic. She's organic. She's living. She's alive, but she doesn't talk because she's almost like she's just born. And he's like talking about this while giving an epitaph, basically saying that the problem with society and why it doesn't move ahead is it has lost its taste for slavery.
Oh, ouch.
And he kills her right there and then.
That's horrible.
Like it was nothing. Like it was just putting away product. I'm just trashing this one. I don't like it the way it turned out. Whoosh, lets her bleed out right in front of him. He's like, and he says it so calmly about how society has lost its taste for slavery. It can't be on the front, always on the back. Meanwhile, you're seeing how all those synthetics live their lives, and they practically are like slaves.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, that's the only reason we're creating robots.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've digressed.
Yeah, completely. Now we were
back to women.
Run down the rabbit hole.
Let's get back to women.
All right.
All right. So what's the next one here? Actually, can I interject mine? Because I'm really excited about this one. All right. So mine's is Pia Guerra.
All right.
This young lady here. Okay. And I don't know all her work. I'm going to be honest with you. I only know her because of this gem right here.
Ooh.
Now,
why?
Ladies and gentlemen, let me I'm gonna start the meter at about here. Just off the gate.
Nah, go off. Go off.
Because I'm going in on this one.
You're going in on this one. Yes.
If we're doing Women's History Month and you're gonna read a graphic novel or nerd out on some female shit, listen to me. Male or female, adult or child, go get this fucking book.
Now you're breaking up again.
I hear that they're doing Fuck, dude, this sucks every time I fucking talk. I hear that they're making a series
Yes. Why the Last Man?
out
That's
of
the name.
this.
That's
Am I
the
still
name.
breaking up?
Yeah.
Really bad this time.
Yeah. So here it is.
Yeah.
It's called Y, the Last Man. It's the letter Y, chromosome. Yeah, great graphic novel series. A story about a man and his monkey. Actually, it's about a lot more than that. But basically, yeah, this is literally a story of the last man. He is the last man. It's got great dialogue in there. Um, it's that there's no men around. The patriarchy is dead, but now there's no men around, so society starts falling apart with women. You've got cults coming up all there that still want to make sure that there's still no men around. Murder all men. You know, you've got Freedom Underground Railroad. They're still trying to save. Still trying to save the last man, supposedly. So yeah, it's got great dialogue. Well, where else can you see a scene where a woman pulls out a gun, on this guy to try to save him instead of giving him the line, "Get in the car if you want to live." And of course, what is this dude's reaction? Because the guy's a man child. He has a pet monkey. The dude's a jerk at the time. So he says, "What? What? You want to rape me?" Yeah, it's a great book.
Yeah. Am I still breaking up, guys?
I think you're okay.
Now I can hear you. Now I can hear you.
Am I still breaking
I'm
up?
gonna go grab a beer.
It's really weird.
Check your internet speed.
Like I almost feel like I should reset
Yeah.
my computer, but I can't reset my computer.
If you got any
am I
other
still breaking up?
programs running, yeah, you're still breaking up. If you got any programs running, make sure you close them out.
Everything's closed.
Just this? All right. Well, we'll make do. All right. So for my guess, I'm going to go in and start talking about, female directors. Let's throw a few in there here. Now, in Hollywood, we all know that, women always get underplayed as far as directing films. They can star in them. They can show their ass cheeks, butt cheek shots, in every film ever made, whatever body of work, there is. But very rarely did it get behind the director's chair. So I'm going to go ahead and hit with, for this one, I'm going to go ahead because the future's looking bright. I'm going to go ahead and start with high-profile sci-fi female directors. And there's a lot coming into the future. For instance, right now we have the Eternals for Marvel, who is directed by Chloe Zhao.
They're coming out with a turtle movie?
What?
They're coming out with a turtle movie?
No, the Eternals.
Oh man, I thought you said the Turtles. I was like, nice, dude. They're gonna redo that shit because the one they did last time reminded me of like Transformers, like that type of stupidness. Like I was just like,
oh snap! Oh snap! Shots fired! Shots fired!
That shit fucking sucks, man. Because I was
shots fired.
He's moved into the Turtles. They're gonna do a live action. I was excited. I was like, man, it's about time because I loved it when I was a little kid, but it was definitely a little kid movie. And I thought maybe they were gonna go and make this one kind of like
dark, make it like the comics.
And then when it came out, I was like, oh man, they fucked that shit up again.
Yeah.
All part of that one too. I guarantee it. Wasn't he?
So again,
part of
that. You have Chloe Zhao,
he just
who
glossed right over that.
Who helmed helming the Eternals for Marvel. So that's a female director there. You got Kathy Yan, who directed Birds of Prey, and of course, with our favorite, Harley Quinn in that one. You have Anna Boden, who's going to become the first woman to direct a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie, along with her partner Ryan Fleck. for the for Captain Marvel. She directed that one. That was female directed. You've got Kate Shortland's Black Widow movie, which was delayed. It was supposed to come out in 2020, but it got delayed. And of course, there's a French auteur director who's going to do Claire Denis's High Life. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start hitting off with some female directors here. This one's going to be a bit touchy, depending on whether you agree with it or not, because they're no longer the Wachowski brothers. They're the Wachowski siblings. So I'm going to go with the Matrix trilogy, Cloud Atlas, for the Wachowskis here.
Aren't they dudes?
One had a sex change.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. Okay,
but now you know. Now you know.
Okay.
You've got Patty Jenkins, who did Wonder
Woman.
Wait,
hold on. Oh, back the truck up. So, like, went through the whole procedure.
Yep.
When did this happen?
Quite a bit ago.
Dude, how did I not hear about this?
You mean you didn't see the trailer for Cloud Atlas? Because they do an introduction in it, and it's a 5-minute trailer.
Nope. Okay, anyway.
So wait, so one of the Wachowski brothers is a woman now?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Everybody, like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That you would have thought that would have been big news in the world of nerd.
Right?
Like, you know what I mean? Like that would have. He's like, they're like beloved fucking directors, dude. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, that's crazy. I had no idea. That's complete news. You're like breaking news right now to Wow, I had no clue, you know. It said, Bruce Jenner gets a fucking sex change and
nobody cares about everybody else.
Jesus.
Right?
The fucking the directors of probably one of the greatest fucking movie series of all time gets a, arguably one of the best and gets sex change and fucking no one even hears about it. That's crazy.
Right. Yeah, that's whack.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go with another one that I'm going to throw in here. Catherine Bigelow. She did some really good films in the late 80s, early 90s. Strange Days. For anyone who's ever seen that, good film.
Yo,
yeah, Strange Days.
Strange Days was amazing. Conceptually, the fucking I like the style of the movie. It's just I don't want to say it's corny. Whatever the word would be for like good corny. I like that style.
Well, yeah, I mean it made its comment on the 80s action, type of when the 80s tried to be dark. It kind of comes across as a cheese on it, but it's a good solid film.
But it's a good cheese. It's like it's not like
cheese.
It's not like Kraft singles. You know what I'm saying?
No.
It's like a fucking like a aged Gouda.
Yeah,
like
aged Gouda, smoked Gouda in slices.
Nice. Absolutely, with a little
for his head.
But no, it is. It's fun. It's a fun film. It's like I said, conceptually very dark and just makes you think about a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah, it's to give a summary of it, it's just simply a film or it's cyberpunk. It's cyberpunk.
Mm-hmm.
Just as the year 2000, we're about to hit that millennium. There's
literally like a countdown. It's like 1999.
Yeah, from 1999. Right there. So in the movie, someone invents a technology where you can basically share thoughts.
You record
you
record your experience, not your thoughts.
You record the experience. Yes, you record the experience of what you're going through. And of course, it's on that device. Someone else plugs into it. You wear like a little thing right there, a little headband.
Looks like a spider. It goes
like a spider, and it's right on your head. And
then you play
and you play it through it. You get to experience it. Very touching scene in that one where
you're not just watching it.
Yeah, you're not just watching, you're experiencing it.
There's you're there.
Short guy on a wheelchair,
Hey man, hold on. Why has he got to be short though?
No, again,
How do you know he's short if he's in a chair? I'm
he's
just
short
saying,
and in a
man.
wheelchair.
See, this is
He's
that
short and in a
bullshit.
wheelchair, so he's got 2 disadvantages. He
God
can't
damn.
run. So of course the main character gives him a little gift, and he gives him the spider thing. And what's recorded is some dude running on the beach. You know, just running on that
Yeah.
nice like West Coast beach, and
Well,
that
and the
that was a real
movie,
touching scene. I thought that was great.
the movie touches on like, okay, so there's this technology, but the movie touches like through various scenes in the film of why people would use this. So I
Yes,
mean, it's for instance, there's that. Imagine you were
right.
handicapped. You know what
So
I'm
yeah,
saying? Like you would want to experience running. Um, but obviously you get the freaky side of nature, and then
yes.
you get
So
your
here's the plot for the
psychopath.
movie. You get the psychopath
No, 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 no,
who
don't give it away. I didn't want
I'm not
to.
going to
I
give it
didn't want to.
away. That's the plot of the movie.
That's my
Someone.
point.
Well,
Don't give away the main. All
if
right,
you
go
don't
ahead. Go
tell them
ahead.
the plot, why would they want to watch it?
This is on you.
So
This is
yeah,
on you.
okay. So here it is. So some psychos run around murdering people and recording that experience on the device,
And
and
selling
he's
it black
passing it
market.
around, selling it, by the way, to make money off of it. And the main character is the detective who's out
Wait,
to find the murderer.
but doesn't it go one step further where he's recording it, but live streaming it to the person that he's killing. So the person he's killing is experiencing the psychopath killing them.
Yes.
Fucking nuts. You have to watch the movie. It's
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah, it's film noir. It has that cyberpunk element because in 2000 everything was gonna start falling apart. People
Of
rioted.
course. Of
Of
course. And now it's 2021, and then
That's
it'll be
2021.
2040, and then it'll be 2060.
Yeah, but like I
It's
said,
always the end of the world.
cyberpunk. It won't be the end of the world. It'll just be the big change.
Oh yeah. Well, that's how they rebranded after nothing
Yeah,
happened.
and after nothing
They're like,
happens,
oh no,
yeah.
no, no, it's a big change.
It's the big change. Well, cyberpunk never says it's the end of the world. It's just the big change.
Right on.
Where governments don't matter, the corporations
All right.
do.
So can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been
Okay.
steady.
Yeah. My son was playing video games, and his games consume like all our broadband.
This like every
God, like dog. It's like his room is hot from the computer fan. Like it's like a heater. Jesus Christ! You go in there and it's like a fucking sauna. But look, I did want to touch on this book.
Nightmare on the electric bill, man.
Dude, and it's a good computer. It's just what he's running is like
It's like
it's crazy shit.
You got to do a whole back piece to cover that fucking that portion of the fucking electric bill.
I added a day to my schedule to tattoo to pay for that shit. I was like,
pay for that computer play, man.
I gotta do one extra tattoo a week.
Liquid cooling, my friend. Liquid cooling.
All right, so you guys can hear me, right?
Yes,
yes.
I'm not breaking up.
You're not breaking up.
I want to go. I just want to go back to the book because I didn't get to say anything. But Why the Last Man? Please go out and get it. It is fucking amazing. I'm assuming you guys went over it. I left the room when you guys were talking about it. It's basically a world where one day all the men die.
Yeah.
And at first, the first thing on everybody's mind is like, oh no, nobody can procreate, right? But there's so many little things that would happen that you don't even think about. So one of the things in the book that just because I'm a political nerd too from Washington, D.C., is that the president is a man, right? And he dies. So then the vice president is a man, right? But then he's dead. So then it basically goes all the way down the chain until it lands in the lap of like the Secretary of Agriculture or some shit like that, who happens to be a woman. So then she's now the president of the United States. And it just gets into like her not wanting the job. But then when you think of the Republican Party and the Democratic Party, Democrats have more women. So then the women held more power in this new government. And the wives of the Republican senators and everybody felt that was unfair because they felt like they wrote half the shit, right? So it's like little stuff like that. It's you would assume it's just about sex, but it's like nah, man.
No, it's about
There's
society's falling
so
apart.
much shit
You've got the
in there,
you've
dude.
got the female murder cult that's there.
The Amazons.
Yeah. The Amazons.
Yeah, they're amazing. And they have a really good argument. Technically men are a defective chromosome of women. We're all born XX, but technically the
it's the Y chromosome that makes us male.
Men.
Yeah.
So the Amazons believe that the male species is a defective chromosome, kind of like Down syndrome or whatever, any other syndrome.
Yeah,
so they
instead
believe
of the double X feature.
Yeah. So they believe that nature's just trying to correct itself, and they're on the hunt to like kill all men, or whatever men are left. But then you have people who were in space when all this went down, and are they dead? Are the men in space dead? Dude, it's so good. There's so many pieces to this puzzle.
The main character's sister is part of the Amazons.
Yeah, well, she just basically just gets like brainwashed.
Yeah.
Into being a part of them. And yeah, dude, it's so good. Agent 355.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh my God, dude.
Get in
awesome.
The car if you want to live. What,
dude,
you gonna rape me?
and check this out. So it is a known fact that the Israeli army has the most women in all the world, like all the most female soldiers and all the. So when all this shit goes down, they have the strongest fucking military. Dude, it's nuts. Like, check this book out. I'm telling you, they touch on so many facets of like men disappearing that you don't even think about.
Yeah, but again,
it's
like
awesome.
Like I said, the main character, is a man child with a pet monkey. So he is a stereotypical dude. Like he is a dude, just a guy. Yeah,
just a guy.
Nothing special.
Nothing. He's a fucking like magician.
Yeah,
that's what he does. He's like his mom. His mom's like a senator or some shit, and what this kid amounted to was to be a fucking magician. Like,
so damn Irv, how come I've never heard of Catherine Bigelow? Like, I just sat here and I was like Googling. Well,
wait, who's Catherine Bigelow?
The director for Strange Days and another one, Near Dark.
Dude.
Yes.
So you mentioned her name just a second ago, Irv, and I was like, who's this Catherine Bigelow, right? And I was like, I looked up and like, God, she has done some really good shit. Like Point Break. The one, not that fucking remake
not the remake.
Oh, that was a disaster. Let's not even get into that.
Whoa. She wrote Point Break?
She directed Point Break.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, check that movie out, guys.
The classic Point Break. Classic Keanu Reeves bromance criminal FBI agent.
Dude,
classic action movie.
Paper movie of all time, dude. Like, it was just so good. And then she did Zero Dark 30 and then other stuff, but like those two.
Yeah, Zero Dark 30 was
Zero Dark 30 was dope.
Those two are just like alone. You should be so much more celebrated than
shout out to the woman. I don't know her name, but shout out to the woman from Zero Dark 30. Not from the movie, but in real life, that like cracked that case, dude.
Yeah.
Shout out, dude. Salute.
So, yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. Hold on. So staying on the topics of directors, because as I was Googling, I was kind of like zoned out over here because I was like reading all this shit about her, and I was like, God, dude, she's got a good body of work, and never fucking heard of her, which is insane, because that's one of those things where like if a director, a male director in Hollywood does one fucking good movie, and I swear you could have a string of fucking shit movies after that, he's still a celebrated fucking director, and it's
Michael Bay.
It's
Michael Bay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He does one fucking good
Michael Bay,
like, and still has like this illustrious career where people aren't sitting back like, you know what? Why do we keep hiring this asshole?
nah, man, and you make a really good point, right? It's like, we condescend a lot of times when women talk about the injustices and the imbalances, and so sometimes it is like maybe not, but it's times like that you're just like, nah, dude, that's clear cut. Like, get the fuck out of here. Women have contributed a shit ton to Hollywood, and we don't hear about it.
Dude, Point Break. All you have to say.
Point Break, right?
Like, Jesus, dude. Like,
I didn't
it
know.
should be like celebrated like on the day that came out. That movie is so fucking classic. Gave us Keanu Reeves for real. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
And you thought he wasn't going to be here to stay during Bill and Ted. Let's just be honest. It was a good. We loved it when we were young, but that didn't give him a stay power.
No.
Power was when he teamed up with Dirty Dancing's fucking Patrick Swayze and fucking.
Hey, rest in peace, Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Rest
in
peace.
That guy was awesome, dude. Awesome.
I would just like to say something though, since we're on the women topic and Patrick Swayze. Patrick Swayze, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Patrick Swayze was raised by a single mother.
Yep.
Believe so too.
Shout out to her.
So
and Johnny Depp, and I believe Johnny Depp as well. So there's something about that, right? You become a heartthrob if you're raised by your mom, I guess. I don't know. He's like, I know women.
Wasn't your boy fucking what's his name? Damn, what's that fucking that pimp that wrote that book? Something
Iceberg Slim.
Yeah, he was raised by a single mom too, wasn't he?
Nah, he has shitty stepdads.
Yeah, shitty stepdads.
They fucked him up.
Okay.
It's that toxic masculinity, bro. Don't blame that on the ladies. No, actually, his mom. This is kind of odd that we're talking about Iceberg Slim on Women's History Month, but
we're not without controversy.
The little bit of humanity that Iceberg Slim had was his mom. He had a very soft spot for his mom. His mom was like a very dope woman. She had flaws and stuff like that, but the bit of humanity that he had was his mom. And then he just had shitty stepdads, and he was. I don't know what about that makes you go, man. My stepdad's so shitty. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pimp women. I'm gonna treat women like shit.
That's definitely a career path that takes some. You know what I mean? Like
what did women do to you?
That, like kids are like, oh, I want to be a firefighter when I grow up. Like, dude, no one ever says they want to be
right.
Like that
shit.
Like
some kids do.
Imagine that you would have friends. You know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't even have friends. Like guys, like people would be like, "Damn, dog! Like that's what you do for a living." Like,
So going back to what you were saying before,
pimps don't need.
So hold on.
Pimps don't need friends.
I didn't want to steer away from Irving's role with the female directors. So I did a quick look up and saw some movies that I really like. And this is where we go back to what I was saying. Like these, I haven't heard of any of these names. I don't know them, but they were directed fantastic movies. So 2003's Something's Gotta Give with Jack Nicholson. Okay. Nancy Myers. Never heard of this lady. You know what I mean? But Something's Gotta Give, dude. I fucking love his character in that movie, dude. Like it I don't know why I fell in love with the biggest prick on the planet, dude. Like that scene where they go out to dinner and he says something along the lines of like that she made a house dress look beautiful or something.
Oh no, you're thinking
as good as it gets.
As good as it gets.
Oh man, then you know what, dude? Then fuck that. I don't even know what something. I don't know. I was as good as it gets, is what
awesome.
Dude. Oh, that sucks, dude. But boys, don't cry.
Yeah, yo. I thought that was Clint Eastwood.
No, that is Kimberly Pierce.
Yeah.
What? She directed it or wrote it?
It is director. So she got director.
I guess Clint Eastwood wrote it.
Oh no, man.
She did Catherine Bigelow, one of her more recent flicks was Detroit. Whoever's seen that movie.
Then Penny Marshall that did Big.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, how about this one? I got a good one for you. What Women Want. Screenplay was written by Kathy Yuspa, and the director. So we have two women on this project. The director was Nancy Myers. So
right.
Go back and watch that movie, because I saw it when I was young, so I didn't appreciate it. And then I watched it as an adult with a daughter. Bro, that fucking movie is good. I mean, aside from being comic gold, it's so profound. It's so good.
That's Nancy Myers, the one from Something's Gotta Give, even though I thought it was a complete movie.
Right on.
Like, whatever. Hey, at least she did something.
Yeah, she's dope.
She's dope. Okay, so thank you for saving me on that one. That was my I fell and someone caught me on that one.
I was just going to say,
trust fall.
I was just going to say,
this one's another one, and I don't know if she won any awards for this. I know that Charlize Theron got Best Actress for it, but
the Serial Killer
movie of the year, Monster.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were giving props to the Serial Killer.
No. Monster was directed by Patty Jenkins. Here goes another one. 2003. Sofia Coppola did Lost in Translation with, with I mean, Jesus, what a League of Their Own. Penny Marshall. How is this Penny Marshall not being celebrated? A League of Their Own.
It's Hollywood, man. It's Hollywood. Okay.
Nobody cries in baseball.
Yeah. Okay. So let me break it down. Here's the thing about Hollywood. Here's the dark truth about Hollywood.
Baseball.
Hollywood employs liberals, but it's run and owned by some of the oldest, stodgiest, racist, sexist, xenophobic conservatives known to man.
Dog,
every now and then they'll let out a film. Every now and then you'll see they're product of their work. Every now and then there's a film that you look back on. It's like, wow, what the hell were we thinking about releasing this? Cancel this thing. That's what happens. Sometimes that is Hollywood. Hollywood is owned by the biggest sexists, racists, xenophobes, but it employs a lot of liberals. So when you hear the term liberal Hollywood, they're really just hating on the people that work there. The people that own and run it, no, they're anything but liberal.
Yeah, I would argue they're one and the same, just on different sides of the political spectrum.
Yeah. So going back to what Ivan was saying about
Shots fired.
Going back to what Ivan was saying, how a director could have a good series.
Every kid's favorite, Jennifer Lee, was a director on that. Frozen, dude.
Frozen, yep.
Down this list, American Psycho, Mary Herron.
American Psycho. Yeah.
These are fucking classics, man. You know, like keep going. I'm looking through this.
All right, so here's the thing. Like we were saying earlier, how a male director could do a shit ton of crap movies, and then and he still will be lauded just because he did one really good film. Let's not forget. Let's not forget. I love James Cameron's work, but his work as of lately has just been really bad, dude. His work.
Excuse me?
And Catherine Bigelow was
Whoa,
married
whoa,
to
whoa,
the
whoa.
man.
You can't just gloss over that shit. What the fuck are you talking about?
Talking about James Cameron.
Yeah.
What has he fucked up?
Did you not see the last Terminator?
Which
A
was the
lot of
last
people wish they
Terminator?
hadn't. A lot of people wish they hadn't.
Which was name it? What was it? I'm drawing a blank.
The last Terminator movie.
Which one was it? I forget. There's like 20 of them.
The one that just came out like just this last year. All right, hold on.
I must have missed it.
Yeah, you must have.
You're lucky for missing it. It was
All right. Listen. Okay.
Terminator Dark Fate came out 2019.
Okay, but wait. James Cameron is not someone who did one movie and then
no.
had horrible movies.
No,
like,
you're not listening.
That dude has had like 100 good ones, and one was
no. But his track record sucks so far. Look, let's face it.
James Cameron's track record sucks.
Stop.
How are you going to do this?
It was a shit movie.
How are you going to do this with 3 minutes left, dog? How are you going to do this with 3 minutes left, my guy? Like, I got to go, but I swear to God, I want to tack on another fucking hour after you said that shit. Are you fucking serious?
Dude,
James Cameron? Look, if you wanted to go there, you should have said Steven fucking Spielberg. Because that dude has done a lot of good shit, but
lately his track record hasn't been that great. Lately his track record hasn't been that
come
great.
on, man. James Cameron,
I'm
dog.
not saying he's doing shit movies. Listen to what I'm saying.
Feelings, dog.
Listen to what I'm saying.
That's my number one. Like, he's not even my top 3. He's my number one guy.
Especially why I'm critical about
this is from the guy this is from the guy that loves Transformers and worships Michael Bay. Get out of here.
Don't worship Michael Bay.
Get out of here.
If he could don't worship for fucking for Transformers, man.
Look,
goddamn. Listen, everybody.
For this guy.
Everybody, I'm sorry you had to see that, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But anyway,
okay? Family dispute that's been going on for decades, all right?
All I'm saying, hey, look, I love James Cameron's work. I love how he started off making a B movie that turned into something ginormous. Without a doubt, I am not a hater. Love James Cameron's body of work.
That shows his genius. I mean,
yeah.
Took something that was a total B-rate movie and turned it into a smash hit.
Yes. People forget that. The first Terminator is a B movie.
They're still trying to capitalize on it.
Yeah. He was great at capitalizing. But Catherine Bigelow was married to the guy, and she's had, since divorcing him, she's had like string after string after string of hit after hit after hit.
All right, hey, we got
her. You name it.
I was gonna say that. Okay, we got to wrap it up, but give me a list, and then we'll roll out.
All right.
Hurt Locker.
Again, it was mentioned Zero Dark 30, Detroit.
That's who you were talking about. Okay,
that's Catherine Bigelow.
Oh wow. All right. Damn.
I'm telling you, man. I'm looking at her list of work. It's insane, man.
Dude, did they have kids?
Not too sure if that would be a good thing.
I'm just saying, if they had kids, we got like a shit ton of great movies coming out.
She did, let's see. She did K-19, The Widowmaker.
Yo, K-19
good Lord.
Dope. K-19 was dope.
Good Lord. Her body of work is like.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. That's our time. For the first time, we're ending on time. This was good.
Oh man, Tina Fey, man, Tina Fey.
Yeah, Tina Fey.
Tina Fey, dude. Like, we can't forget her, dude. She's the
Wonder Woman.
God, dude, she's the most lovable fucking nerd ever, dude. I love her, man. She's so funny, dude.
Yeah, she is. It's great.
Like, there's something about that woman, man. I can't get enough of her, dude. I love her.
Yeah, she made the hot geek thing very, very popular.
Geek ladies, I just want to go on record to say I've always found female nerds to be awesome. Just want to throw that out there. I thought you were cool before being a nerd was cool.
let's not forget, and I'm gonna go here, from Hidden Figures. Did we mention
We
her? The woman who
not.
broke the code?
Oh
Yes.
gosh, yes, man. How are we gonna forget her, dude?
Yeah, we can't walk away
We
without
didn't.
bringing this up. We
Yeah,
cannot.
What?
Katherine Johnson, dude. Come on.
Katherine Johnson.
The
Yes.
code get us into outer space.
Yeah,
You know
she
what I mean?
broke
Like,
the code to get man into space.
you know?
That's all that the
Get her,
Ruskies
dude.
got Sputnik, but we got her. Man into space. Every space travel would not have been possible without her. She broke the code, mathematically broke it. Hence the movie Hidden Figures. By the way, I recommend people watch it.
Yeah, man. It was dope. I watched it with my kids. If you have kids, watch that shit.
If you have daughters, watch that shit.
Yeah, fuck
If
yeah,
you
man.
have daughters of color, definitely watch that movie.
Yeah, it's
Shit, man.
a great movie.
Look, I'll go as far as to say if you have sons, watch that shit.
Yes.
'Cause
It's a
that's
great
really,
movie, man.
it's really where it starts, man. You gotta teach these young boys to respect women. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mad respect.
Well, that's our show. I want to commend you guys for finishing it up in 1 hour this time.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, because we've been going hour and a half, 2 hours. Awesome. Great. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Subscribe, like, share, do all that kind of stuff. And join our Facebook group. I post shit on there all the time. Cool little factoids and all kinds of nerdom.
Yep.
Check it out.
Nerdom. We're gonna reel
And,
you in.
We are on
Really?
Instagram right now, but it's not. There's not much going on in there. But
It'll
anyway,
happen. It'll happen.
we are here once a week, every Friday, 9 p.m. And like I said, premise of the show is that we're just taking mainstream nerdom and reeling you in. All right, dudes. We are out.
All right.